the Women's Poker Association. And on behalf of the board and everyone here tonight, welcome to the WPA 2019 Virtual Excellence Awards Gala. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. And it's very interesting that here we are doing this virtually. Never in a million years could any of us have ever anticipated that we would have to do things like this virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Even more shocking than that is that our annual Ladies Week is canceled, along with the WSOP being postponed. So it's been a very interesting summer, to say the least. As unpredictable as all of those things were, we at the WPA definitely wanted to take the opportunity to still get the ladies together and offer this virtual Ladies Poker Week. Throughout the night, you're going to be introduced to some amazing poker players, industry professionals, WPA advocates, and some incredible WPA volunteers, all of which helped 2019 be a phenomenal year for women in poker and the WPA. Each category and award will be presented by current WPA board members. So, if everyone is ready, to start things off with our very first award and recognition of the night, it's going to be for the WPA Excellence Awards. I would love to introduce WPA board members Ruth Hall and Rebecca Scales.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job. It's an honor to be able to present our first awards tonight, and it will be in the WPA Excellence Award category. Our recipient is the Regional WPA Advocate for Texas. She recruits members for WPA and promotes ladies events in Texas and Oklahoma. In addition to volunteering for WPA, she has her TDA certification. She's a dealer, and she's a player who won her first WSOP Ladies Ring in July of 2019. You see her every other week. She's on Facebook Live as our learned WPT manager, drawing one lucky lady's name out of the bowl for the WPA Action Quiz. And just by chance, today she became a new grandmother for the first time. So we would like to thank Terry Hatcher for her contributions to WPA.
Hey, Terry! Woo-hoo.
Is Terry on today? Or is she enjoying that new grandbaby?
I think she is with the grandbaby.
Okay. Our next WPA Excellence Award goes to our International Advocate for WPA in Australia. You usually find her streaming on Twitch as Gigi Fabulous. She's also a moderator and online grinder of poker. Her work with the Australian Poker Tour as media correspondent and presence on Facebook is very popular here in the US. We thank Gigi Fab for her contributions to WPA, and unfortunately she couldn't join us tonight because she's still recovering. So Gigi Fab, we send you a kiss.
Good job, Gigi.
Hope you feel better soon, dear. And our next Excellence Award, this LIPS representative needs little introduction. In addition to her long-standing devotion to ladies poker, her personal commitment to Poker Chicks and various poker charities, she also volunteers as an advocate for WPA in California. You may have also seen her many articles in Ante-Up magazine as a column writer. She is mainly a cash poker player and travels with her husband and her cat. Her volunteering is behind the scenes as a social committee member for WPA. We would like to thank Kitty Alleman for her contributions to WPA. There she is.
Yay!
Blowing you a kiss, Kitty. Our next Excellence Award might have caught you when you weren't looking in the summer of 2019. She's an advocate from Georgia who travels for poker. Our official photographer during Ladies Week last year, you will find her on Facebook frequently. Dedicated to sharing content to our members, she's on our social committee for WPA. She also donated prizes for the WPA Action Quiz and is an exceptional volunteer as an advocate. Join me in thanking Sherry Pluscata, and she's there in Jacksonville right now playing poker, for her contributions to WPA.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you.
Win big.
Thanks.
And my final Excellence Award presentation is well known online from Arizona. She's a leader in her state, recruiting members, holding tournaments, and representing WPA as an advocate who travels for poker. She's frequently on social media sharing WPA content within her groups. She also donates her personal time away from family as an exceptional volunteer to grow the game of poker. We'd like to thank Rita Sherrill for her contributions to WPA. Yay. Rita's enjoying her daughter because today her daughter is getting married. So she could not join us. But thank you, Rita.
Hey, Rita.
So I apologize, Kitty. I hope I didn't cut you off for thanking us, but I saw your lips moving and you were muted. So I want to introduce my fellow board member who also has some excellent awards to present. This is Rebecca Scales.
Unmute, Rebecca.
Hi guys, I'm Rebecca from the board. I've been on the board for about 2 years now. I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of these women. The first one that I'm going to give an excellence award to is Liz Huey. Liz lives with her 2 daughters in South Carolina. They just turned 18 and they are definitely giving her a run for her money. She's an advocate for WPA, and she might literally be the most loyal person I know in the world. I love this lady so much. There isn't a time that we've asked for help that Liz didn't show up last year. She's always willing to go above and beyond, and she's been playing poker for over 23 years, so she's not only an advocate for women, but she's also an avid player. In 2018, she did something really interesting. She actually went to the Global Gaming Expo and iGaming Congress and fought for women, or not for women, I'm sorry, for sports bettings to be able to actually get comps, so she's always been advocating for the game, or just for gaming in general, overall. So Liz is an amazing advocate and I love her so much, and I know the rest of us do too, and so she deserves this Excellence Award.
Yay, Liz.
Is she gonna say anything? She is. She's looking like a hologram right now.
Liz, lean forward.
Lean up, Liz.
Lean forward, and you can see me. Okay. Well, I'm like flip there. I'm really short, so I really need to get on my knees and to get to the table. Thank you so much, everyone, and again, Rebecca, I love you. You're the best.
Thanks, Liz. Okay, so my next award actually is for 2 people who are literally connected, both figuratively and literally, and that's Lynn and Barb. These 2 women are absolutely amazing. They advocate for women in poker. I actually knew them before I was ever on the board. I used to play, well, I play at Sam's Town, this little casino, and they were there and they always played, and they were nothing but lovely every single time I ever encountered them before I even knew about the WPA. There isn't an event I can think of last year that we did that they didn't volunteer for. They helped us do the TDA bag swag. They showed up for TDA all day. They stayed at the WSOP booth. They were rock stars at the Tavern Open. They knew absolutely everybody, literally. And I just love these 2 women, and I can't say enough positive things. And they just volunteer and give their time just out of the kindness of their heart.
You can unmute yourselves.
You can unmute, you guys, so I can hear you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's also awesome to see everybody, by the way.
Yes,
It is awesome.
By the way, Lynn's the nice one. I just follow her lead.
I don't believe that at all, but I love them both.
Thank you. We love you too, Rebecca.
You're welcome. Okay, the next award I'm going to give to is for Espy Enriquez. She's a WPA advocate. She lives here in Las Vegas. She's an exceptional volunteer. She dedicates her time a lot. She gives a lot to WPA. She's been in the business, the industry itself, on that side for 30 plus years. She also is an avid player, and I play with her frequently, actually, in mixed games. If you don't know Espy, I'm shocked because she's one of the funniest people I know, and when she walks into a room, she lights it up. She's also on the board of Vegas Connected, which is a great nonprofit that gives back. It's part of Poker Gifts. And she always shows up and helps us, and we really appreciate SB.
Hey, SB.
You can unmute yourself if you want.
Hey, it's Rach. I love you, SB.
Thank you. I can do it.
Okay, the next award I'm going to give is going to be to Bonnie Weitzel. She's an advocate out of Texas. This lady's impressive in so many ways. I could sell ice to Eskimos. She helped us so much last year. We sold more raffle tickets than anybody ever sold, which is really important to us because we're a nonprofit and we don't. So she helped us raise money more than anybody else. Also, she's an impressive player. I'm sorry.
Hang on, SB can, there you go. Oh,
there you go.
Sorry. She's also an impressive player, but beyond that, her heart is just really big. She comes from a long line of poker enthusiasts. I think she probably has anybody beat. She started dealing at 5 years old. So that's pretty amazing. That's a feat in itself. Last year, she was able to get to work with her local casino and host a ladies event that actually turned into a POY event. And we love Bonnie, and we just appreciate all the help that she does for us. Thank you, Bonnie.
All right.
I don't know if she wants to talk. I don't see her. There she is. Okay, we're gonna pass Bonnie. She's amazing though. So the next awards this evening are gonna be for the Humanitarian Awards, and Lupe is gonna present those to you.
I'm going to try, actually. All right, so I've been tasked with the greatest honor of being able to speak about a couple of people for their efforts that are outside of poker. Our first award is very important because, you know, WPA is not about just empowering women in poker, but it's our desire to give back in as many ways as possible. And today we're going to honor a very special member of WPA who exemplifies what it is to be a humanitarian. It's our pleasure to honor Barbara Jones-Zangaro. She is the Executive Director of Vegas Connected, the all-volunteer nonprofit organization, and the fundraising arm is Poker Gives, which most of you probably knows about that. Vegas Connected and Poker Gives services 3 different programs in the Las Vegas community. One is food and clothing distribution for the homeless. Another is school supplies and support for the youth that are in Title I schools. And also we do assistance for military families by referral from the military base at the Family Service Centers. Barb is from Cincinnati, Ohio, and she's been living in Las Vegas for several years. And she works in the poker industry as a dual rate. She's been a dealer and a floor person, and currently she's a tournament director at the Orleans Casino. Barbara is somebody who just saw a need in our community when she was living out here, and she initially looked for volunteer opportunities so that she could help out where she saw the need. While doing that, she realized that there was a much greater need than what was being offered, so she set out on her own to provide services to the homeless and families that were in the domestic violence shelters and different youth in need. It was really evident soon after that that she realized that she needed to be a little more structured and have a little bit of a formal nonprofit backing in the efforts that she was doing. And so she approached us at Poker Gives and said, you know, how can we work together? Well, of course, we were at the time seeking an executive director to handle the everyday operations, and Barb has filled those shoes and has done so greatly. She also works tirelessly serving the homeless every Monday night. She brings a truck and trailer full of things that she distributes. And most recently, since the COVID virus, there has been a need for meals. And so she's gotten a team of volunteers that do cooking. They all show up, they serve the homeless, and whatever's left over, they pack up all the stuff and they go over to a second location and they distribute there. She's truly a phenomenal person. She was the recipient of the 2017 Golden Hand Service Award here in Las Vegas, which is an extremely important humanitarian award in our community. And today we're very, very excited to honor Barb with the 2019 WPA Humanitarian Award.
Sorry you can't see my video, guys, but thank you all very much. It's a real honor. I don't do it for recognition. I do it from the heart, but when someone recognizes your efforts, it's a true honor. So thank you all, and congratulations to everyone else.
Excellent. Good job, Barb. Our second humanitarian award is for a very special lady. She is also a WPA advocate, and she lives between the United States, aka Las Vegas, and Australia. She's a Latina gal with an award-winning sports journalist, and she's produced TV shows in equestrian events, in motorsports, and she's worked with the Arnold Schwarzenegger sports festivals. She's also the first poker player as a child with her father to get up to the table and play with her family. So the really important thing that Tatiana has done most recently is anybody who's anybody knows that the Australian fires have been devastating. They took out just an extreme amount of their wildlife. And she was called by an organization that was doing a humanitarian effort in New York called Koalas of New York City. And basically what they did is they took stuffed koala bears and they attached a QR code in a tag to these koala bears, and they placed them all over the city, and people could randomly go up and scan their phones and donate to the efforts for the wildlife to save the koalas that were the ones that were savable in Australia. Well, she got a phone call one day and they said, hey, we would love to see you do that in Las Vegas because that's where you're at. And she picked up the baton, no questions asked, got on the phone, got on Facebook, got on her messages, and she contacted the first people that she knew, which a lot of them were the women poker players of the WPA. She asked them to support this program by donating the funds to purchase the koala bears that were needed here in Las Vegas. And her and her team got together. She got the media together to support this. It went viral all over Las Vegas. Koala bears were seen in downtown. They were seen at the malls. They were seen at the sports arena, all over the place, on the strip. And then we were able to raise funds for that. So this particular award is the 2019 Humanitarian Award, and it goes to Tatiana Fox.
Yay, good job, Tatiana.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without the girls. I mean, you guys helped me so much, and it was just amazing. The media picked it up, and we raised 27,000 USD with New York. So that was really cool. And we lost over 1 billion animals in those bushfires, native animals. So yeah, I love my poker girls. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, I've lost my little deal. Hold on.
That's okay. I think I'm actually up next, Lupe.
Are you? Good, because
yes.
I've got a million screens open and I can tell you where I'm at.
I saved
That's what happens when you get old, folks.
So I've got a lot to say about this next category. It's really special to me. The next award we're going to present for the evening is for Industry Voice of the Year, as it pertains to women having a voice in the poker industry. And if we look back at the history of women in the game of poker and how that's evolved over the past several decades, it's impressive, and it just kind of gives me hope on where this trajectory is going moving forward. That makes this one of the most interesting awards of the night, and I'm really honored to present this. This young lady has captured the eyes and the ears of the entire poker community in recent months. She's someone who stands up for the good of the game and puts its integrity at the forefront. She's also someone who is extremely persistent, solid as a rock, and does not take no for an answer. She, in essence, risked everything, including her poker reputation, to make sure that her voice was heard. This is an example not only for all of us women, but for people in general. And I'm extremely honored to present the Industry Voice of the Year to Veronica Brill.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate this so much. With so many amazing women in poker, it's an honor to be not only considered, but just to receive this. And there's no question anytime you go to a poker series, the ladies event is always the best event because it's more than just a game for us. We have like this unique bond within the community and support each other, and I'm just truly honored. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Next up, we are going to keep things going, and I also get to present this next award as well. This is going to be for the WPA Media Support of the Year. So if you are a member of our WPA group, then trust me, you're going to know this name because he is everywhere, he is consistent, and he is relevant, and he makes sure that if there's a current event that we need to know about, it's posted in our group. Those of you who are in there are going to know this immediately, but Card Player Lifestyle Magazine has been an amazing partner for the WPA in so many ways. And we really, really appreciate that. It's really nice to have an industry partner like that where we have an outlet for media. And it's a very solid relationship that we're looking to grow over the next few years. And I'm really excited too because he was not going to be here because he's in Israel, which is a huge time difference. So I am extremely pleased that Robbie Straczynski was able to join us. Hi, Robbie.
Hey, congrats, Robbie.
Congratulations. Robbie sent us an amazing acceptance video, and all of those are going to be posted when we do our recap of the awards gala. So just because you're here, Robbie, does not mean we're not going to show the video. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I have to be very quiet because everyone's sleeping in the house. But thank you very much, everybody.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's so incredibly humbling to be recognized in this way by the WPA. Ever since I started working in the poker industry, I've always been about promoting the positive aspects of the game, and it goes without saying that there's so much that women all over the world contribute to the game of poker. I consider it not just a responsibility, but a privilege to be your ally. CardPlayerLifestyle.com has always proudly published articles by female contributors and featured interviews with poker's most successful and interesting ladies. The advancement of women in poker has been a theme in multiple op-eds that I've penned, as well as in my social media activity, and that's going to continue for as long as I'm active in this industry. Thank you, WPA, for everything you do for our game and for highlighting our best and brightest. I look forward to supporting WSOP Ladies Week and all your other great initiatives for years to come.
Thank you. It's very interesting too because Robbie actually has a relationship with the additional person that's in this category. And again, this is going to be a name that's very familiar to all of you. The WPA has a couple different things that we do on Facebook. One of them, of course, is our group association page, which is an opportunity for members to share tips, to share stories of the poker room, upcoming events. It's just kind of like a constant news feed. The other one is, oh, real life, my dog scared me. I'm so sorry. Real life, sorry. And the other portion of the WPA that she handles is going to be what we have called the Summer Group. And this is a page that's on Facebook that literally is when you're coming to Vegas, the ladies know this is where you go for all the information. If you want to meet for dinner, if you want to try to rally up the troops to play a tournament, if you want to get your nails done, it doesn't matter what it is, it's in this one place. And it might sound like it's a light duty, but trust me, it takes a lot to keep that updated. And in conjunction with that, she also does some amazing other things. In 2016, she planned her entire trip to Vegas around the Ladies Poker Week for all these amazing events. And that inspired her to start a group on Facebook called Globetrotting Poker Ladies. And here is where she posts current events from not only here, but around the world and keeps everyone informed and everyone updated. And sometimes I wonder how she's able to get the news so fast. So without further ado, Maureen Blocklinger, I hope I pronounced your last name right.
Yay, Maureen!
All right, Maureen.
Yeah, good job, Maureen. Good job. Congrats, honey.
Thanks. Robbie beats me because he's 1 hour ahead of me. It's only 2 a.m. for me. So Thank you.
And I have another thing I wanted to add too, and here's what's interesting about Robbie and Maureen. And so through that relationship, they also have initiated something on Card Player Lifestyle Magazine where they're able to list all the ladies' events, and it's something that I know is evolving over time. So we really appreciate that being another platform to where we have ladies' events represented. And Maureen, there's nobody better I can think of to keep those news going. She literally is lightning fast. So I appreciate it. You guys are an amazing team, and we're so thankful to have you working with the WPA.
Yeah, thank you. And a big shout out to Robbie for giving me the opportunity to use the platform to get that information out. So that was really great of him too. So
yes, thank you so much, both of you. Robbie, you're amazing. Thank you, Maureen. We appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see what we have next here. All right, so this is going to be very fun. With the help of Lupe, we would like to spotlight and thank all the generous sponsors that helped make 2019 a successful year, both in cash donations as well as in-kind contributions. We're pleased to honor these amazing individuals and organizations as their continued support is what makes the WPA able to further our mission of elevating, empowering, and educating women in poker. So Lupe, I think you've got the first few.
All right. Yes, I'm very excited because these are very, very special organizations. I mean, they don't have to step up for women, but they have. And every time we've called upon them to ask them to help us out, they've always been there for us, and we really, really appreciate them. The first person or the first organization that we want to feature is Learn WPT. Learn WPT not only has been a consistent supporter of WPA, but they offer the expertise of skill training and things like that we are able to use every other week. They give the data to our representative, and she does the WPA quiz, and she offers up the problem, you know, that we would need in poker, and then they also give us the solution, and then she's able to take everybody who answered the question, and then we give a prize to anybody who answered it correctly. They do a drawing, and the winner actually gets a special prize. But Learn WPT has also partnered with us to do trainings, and they're basically warm-up seminars that we do at different events where you can take the training, get some knowledge, and then play in a satellite. The people who were there in attendance to win an entry into an event. They've done that with several locations, and we're really looking forward to doing that. But thank you to Learn WPT for all the support and your continued education of women in our group. I don't think there's anybody here from Learn WPT today. No. So I'll go ahead and move on.
We'll accept the award for WPT.
Yeah.
Me and Ange.
Way to go. Way to go. Our next organization, since Matt so lovingly said this, there's actually two people here from WPT, the World Poker Tour. And World Poker Tour has stepped up in a very big way when it comes to women in poker. First of all, they have sponsored us when we've called upon them. They sponsored our first annual Women's Poker Conference for the WPA. And they also embraced the initiative of getting more women into poker and supporting them in their poker tour. And we're really grateful because they held a women's summit that was held in California. They brought together industry leaders, and they asked the hard questions. Why aren't women in here? What can we do to make things better? How many people will commit to take back this initiative to your own poker rooms and embrace women in poker and make the changes that are necessary to make an environment for women to play? And that was headed up by Angelica Hale. And Angelica, I think you're here today. We just want you to know that we really appreciate you and all their support, and we would love to have you say a few words.
Hi, Lupe. Thank you so much, ladies, and Matt and Robbie, who's on the call. I want to highlight Kathy as well from the WPT, who's here. She's an integral part of the company. But firstly, you know, I think it was at the Bicycle Casino back in, you know, I operate in season, so it was in season 18. So I think it was in April of that year. But, you know, we felt it was very important to have that sort of direct dialogue with the community. Because it's one thing to say, we support, all people playing in the game of poker and everything like that. But, kudos to you, Lupe, Linda and Jan, when we could, it is sometimes you just take your job for granted and you just go on and, try and do all these sort of other things to grow the game of poker. But, with your assistance and with your guidance, we were happy to be really, be a part of the whole thing. So, it's been a while since we held that Women in Poker Summit, but I think kudos to you guys for this sort of platform, because I think it's so important to have this sort of, sense of community amongst everybody. And, we might not be able to physically see each other. Maybe about half of our global casino partners have started opening up, which is great. But, just seeing these lovely faces and smiling and positive, this is, the sort of things that we really desperately need in this current environment. So thank you so much. And, we greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Angelica. We appreciate you. Okay, our next supporter that we definitely want to highlight, and someone who's been in the industry for a very long time. And this individual is Matt Savage, and he's here to represent the Tournament Directors Association. And one of the reasons we really want to highlight this is because the TDA holds a summit every 2 years. And this last summit that happened last summer, there was about 200 or so attendees, and they allowed us to have a platform for us to discuss our initiatives about women in poker and how operators can support us in their rooms. So to Matt and all of the Tournament Directors Association, we really appreciate you and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, for sure. I mean, it was really great to have all of you there, or a lot of you there at the TDA Summit last year, and we always appreciate your input. And, it's been a very important initiative for us on the World Poker Tour and in the TDA to have more women playing the game. So anything you can do to help us in the future, I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can make this happen when we get to the other side of this pandemic.
Yes, right. That's for sure. Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
And the next partner that we wanted to feature is the World Series of Poker, and that's Jack Effel, and he's not here right now. But the World Series of Poker has really embraced the WPA. They have allowed us to work with them and even invited us to participate in a special event that they host now with one of their internal clubs of Caesars Entertainment. And every time that we call upon them, they say yes. They've allowed us to have a presence at the World Series of Poker. They gave us a table out in the hallway. And if anybody knows anything, that is prime real estate during the World Series of Poker. So for them to offer that up free of charge and just to be in support of what we are doing here at the Women's Poker Association and women in poker in general is ginormous. As you know, the two giants in this industry is the World Series of Poker and the World Poker Tour. And we couldn't be more thrilled to have them as allies and supporters in our initiatives. So thanks to the World Series of Poker. Okay, Tara, it's your turn. Take it on.
You're on mute, Tara.
I was going to see if anyone could read my lips. All right, so to keep the party going here, the next sponsor and thank you that we wanted to give out goes to Ship It Poker Cruises. Throughout the year, we do a lot of interesting things, whether it be the Purple Poker Party, which we did last year before Ladies Poker Week, and that just really gives us the ability to have giveaways and door prizes. They also do promotions, and they'll do events throughout the year on their cruises that can benefit and be part of the WPA POY event. So they've just been a really, really great friend and sponsor to us. And so we really want to say thank you so much. And that's Mary Gregorich and Zach Lawmaster. And from the time you go on a cruise to the welcome party and till you go to the farewell party. It's nonstop great fun and good poker, so we really appreciate that partnership. In keeping with Boats in the Water, our next relationship and thank you goes out to our sponsor and friend, Card Player Cruises. I've actually had the pleasure of cruising on both of these lines, so I know the experience very well for both of them. And I know everyone knows Jan and Linda. I don't even think I need to associate a last name with them. We just know them together. They are a ton of fun, and they really make sure that you enjoy that, along with Tina. And I don't want to butcher Tina's last name, so I'm going to attempt this, but Tina Napolitano. Did I say that closely?
Napolitano, that's fine.
Okay, I think I was close.
Yeah.
But they really make sure it's also a memorable event. They do a lot of fantastic things, and I swear, when you go on a cruise with them, the people at the ports know them better than the people that live in those communities. They literally almost own the island. So both of them really, really great, and we want to say thank you so much to all three of those ladies and Card Player Cruises. Next up, we'd like to thank Chipco Gaming. Throughout the year, we do a lot of commemorative chips and promotional items, and they've been really fantastic with any type of things that we need for events or ladies events that we would like to sponsor, final table gifts for. They help us out with those items. And then also Poker Queen, we did a WPA advocate seminar about 1.5 years ago, and Poker Queen was able to provide and sponsor the suite for that event. So thank you so much for them as well. And then moving on, and we've got this next person who was actually in our call. I'm pretty sure I saw Angela Everett. Is she still on the call? If so, we'd like to tell Angela thank you very much.
Here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the donation of the Rodin and Fields when you do that for the final table gifts that we sponsor. We appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Bonnie Overfield, who is not with us this evening, she also donates prizes from Jewel Scent for final table gifts that we sponsor, along with Poker Gods, Poker Rabbit, Jersey Mike's, Cards Chat, and All American Dave. So on behalf of the entire WPA organization and the board, thank you to all of our sponsors and friends. We truly appreciate what you do for us, and we would not be able to do all the amazing things without the help of you guys. So thank you so much. All right, so Lupe, I'm going to turn this back over to you for the next award, which is the Industry Innovation Recognition Award.
Well, I'm really excited about this next award because this is an award for an individual who had a vision, who really was not in the poker industry. This is an award going to, hold on one second, I just lost my freaking thing right here. Okay. So this is an award for Jenny Just. Jenny Just comes from the financial background, and she came up with a concept called Poker Power, and it's POWHER, Poker Power. Poker Power is a club, and it's led by women for women, and the primary goal of this is utilizing the game of poker to build confidence, challenge the status quo, learn strategy, and assess risk. They do this by empowering women with these skills, and together they can change the future for generations of women. So we contacted Jenny, and she shared some information with us. And this is what she says. She says, unlike many of you, she did not grow up around a poker table. In fact, she's a little hesitant to admit amongst this talented audience that she's only been playing poker for less than a year. But what a journey this has been. Through her company, Peak 6, they launched an initiative called Poker Power. It was a simple mission: teach 1 million women how to play the game, and in doing so, we'll flip the table and use the skills of poker to help women succeed in all poker parts of their lives. They'll succeed in school, work, relationships, and what has begun as a grassroots program to teach girls risk-taking, resilience, strategic thinking, and confidence has quickly gained attraction and now hosts nearly 40 virtual poker clubs for their members, who range from teenagers to grandmas. While the poker industry, her poker journey is truly just the beginning. And now she says she knows she has a lot more to learn, like including not limping in. I can say that she loves this game. She loves how it's given her a seat at the table where there wasn't one that she felt she belonged to. And most importantly, it's inspired her to help many women as possible to sit with her. Now, this is what she shares about the WPA. She is humbled and honored to be recognized tonight. Thank you. Early in the evolution of Poker Power, she realized that to be credible, they needed to partner with an established organization in the poker world. The WPA was the first call. Myself and her. Together, we've been an enormous believer in the mission and the vision of Poker Power. Through partnering our websites, the WPA has helped to increase their outreach to new members, new teachers, and new supporters. By opening up our network and answering the questions they needed answered, the WPA has fueled the growth and the impact. We stand together in believing that women deserve a seat at the poker table, and when they get it, all women will win. Jenny is here with us. Jenny, would you like to say a few words?
Hi, thank you so much, Lube. It's really exciting to see the group for the first time, and as a newbie, I bow to your expertise at the table. I've had a blast learning the game, and I'm very excited about the opportunity for all the young girls we're teaching. So we start as early as some are in 8th grade, but mostly sophomore in high school and above. We have college groups, we have women's groups. We actually have our first 3 corporate events that we're going to hold, one as big as 800 women. So our goal is to teach 1 million women. How do we do that? With everybody's help. So I'm going to encourage all of you, hopefully if you haven't been to our website yet, Poker Power, POWHER, to go and take a look and see how you can volunteer. We also pay our teachers to help teach the different groups. We're now in 15 states. So we need people from everywhere. And the more we do, I think the more that are going to join us along the way, because they're just having a blast learning poker, not even realizing all the great skills you get for life. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the honor, and I'm super excited about being involved with you guys in the future.
Well, thank you, Jenny. And I think that you and Robbie need to get together because he needs to feature you in the poker industry.
We'll meet later, Robbie.
Yeah. Okay, so our next award, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. I'm not as savvy as all the rest of these guys, which is a really good lead into what I'm doing next. I know they're all giggling because they know what I'm talking about. So the next award that we're going to present today is going to go to an industry group. It's called Savvy. Savvy is an outlet within Caesars Entertainment, and it provides support, guidance, encouragement to women in the company and in the community. They bring women together and support women together for events that drive professional development, networking, and empowerment. Through these events, they strive to discover the next female leaders within the Caesars Corporation. They are also the organization that partnered with the World Series of Poker, and they wanted support from a women's organization, and that's how the WPA became part of the WSOP warm-up that happens before the Ladies Championship. And it was with the group Savvy that we were able to partner. And they weren't able to be here today, so they sent us a message, and here's what they have to say. On behalf of Savvy, we would like to thank the WPA for this award and for its recognition of our joint efforts to encourage women to support WPA and to help empower women who play globally. We are honored to be paired with the WPA, who also shares both Savvy and Caesars Entertainment's passion to help cultivate a diverse and inclusive culture. Again, thank you, WPA, for this honor, and Savvy looks forward to welcome the WPA home at our next WSOP events. With appreciation, Desiree Anaton, the Savvy Chair. We're very happy to have them with us. Okay. So, I am very excited about this next segment. The next recognition is extremely exciting as these ladies are really making a statement, carving out a place for themselves in the poker community, and their determination, intelligence, and competitive edge are why these ladies are what we call rising stars. To present, let's welcome back the WPA board member, Ruth Hall.
Thank you, Lupe. Appreciate it. I have 3 rising stars that I'm going to be presenting tonight, and these are very important awards to me. Our first Rising Star Award recipient retired from her career of auto finance in 2018 to focus on poker. This WPA Rising Star cashed 20 times on Hinted Mob in 2019 as she pursues her passion of playing poker professionally. She's an advocate for WPA in Georgia, where she lives with her hubby. Any extra time away from poker is spent with her grandkids or on the lake boating. You can see her on Facebook live interviewing the pros at various events for WPA as a field reporter. Her mission is to cheer for women online and poker queens. Let's cheer for her, making her dreams come true as a WPA rising star, Chris Reed. And I think she's on tonight.
Congrats, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Chris is actually playing right now down in Florida, so that's why she's in a poker room, as usual. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next rising star has been playing poker 14 years in casinos. Born in Puerto Rico and currently living in Mexico, she truly keeps poker in the family, married to her coach and partner, has 3 kiddos and 2 dogs. She decided to take the risk 4 years ago to play poker for a living and has not regretted that decision. Her motto, life is short, so do what you really love. Our rising star in Mexico, Sharon Grave Martinez.
Hey, congrats, Cha.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Cha.
You have to unmute yourself, Cha.
Unmute your microphone.
There you go. Can you hear me?
Hola.
Yay.
Yes.
Hola. Hola todas, you beautiful woman. I'm really excited. I'm so happy to be recognized by you ladies in this industry. This is an impact that I would never thought like back then this was gonna happen in women in poker, especially. I'm so happy and I'm here for everything that comes up to, and I'm fighting for everything in life, like Ruth said, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Cha.
Gracias.
A usted.
And our third and final rising star is a Canadian member of WPA who started in bar leagues 10 years ago. She's a retired veterinarian with 3 grown daughters. She studied the game, went to boot camps, and has won numerous online events, sending her to PCA 3 times, EPT Prague, Punta Cana, Vegas, and Ireland. She holds a workshop each year prior to attending WSOP, giving women a chance to win their seat. It's my pleasure to recognize Kim Kilroy as WPA's Rising Star in Canada.
Yay, Kim. Congrats.
Hey, Kim.
I'm not sure if Kim is with us. I don't believe she is, but is she there? I hear you, Kim.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm probably on page 2 for you.
Oh, she is. I see her. Yay.
There's Kim.
Thank you so much, you guys. I mean, I can't believe I'm in this illustrious group. It's like, who knows how I got here. But I keep slugging away at this game and trying to teach as many people as I can and helping as many people as I can. And I'm telling you, we're really missing the live poker right now. I can't say how honored I am, and keep up the good work, you guys. Great.
Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations to Chris, Cha, and Kim. Take it away, Tara.
Thank you, Ruth. So to close things out, we have saved the most exciting and impressive award of the evening, the WPA 2019 Player of the Year. Presenting this prestigious award will be the WPA President, Lupe Soto.
Oh boy, let me just tell you, it's kind of interesting that we're in June and this is an award for 2019. Nobody thought that we were going to be experiencing what we're experiencing on the planet. So we have had to postpone this award presentation until tonight. In 2019, WPA launched the Player of the Year program in North America. There were 58 qualified events in 2019 for WPA Player of the Year. That's a lot of events, and to have someone emerge to the top of that leaderboard is quite a feat. And in first place in our 2019 Women Player WPA Player of the Year is Ruth Hall.
Hey, congrats, Ruth! Way to go, Ruth!
So Ruth is a member of our WPA Board of Directors. She lives in Round Rock, Texas. She's married and has 2 beautiful grown daughters and recently entered into retirement after the COVID shutdown. She is a 2-time breast cancer survivor and never skipped a beat in her recovery. And she even went so far as to immediately after surgery win the title of the Nevada State Ladies Poker Champion. Her lifetime reported tournament winnings on Hand and Mob exceed $230,000. She holds many titles. She's a WSOP Circuit Ring winner. She's the Lips Poker Queen Golden Nugget Grand Series poker winner. She was the 2019 Texas Star State Ladies Champion. She's been a 2-time Lips Grand Champion, both in 2009 and then 10 years later, and our current 2019 Lips Champion. She's won the Goliath famous poker series in 2019. She has a WSOP ring for her win at West Palm Beach. She was the 2015 Nevada State Ladies Champion. She was, let me just tell you, we can go on and on for days. She won not WSOP, but the annual Binion's Poker Classic. She won the ladies event, and then like 2 days later, she won the open event. So, I mean, she's just used to winning, and we're used to her being a champion. We love Ruth. I personally love Ruth. I've known her for many, many years. She's been an extreme advocate for women in poker. Anytime you need anything, she steps up to the plate. She's an informational source for lots and lots of women. She has Facebook groups. She's on our board of directors. She's done so many different things that she teaches. She just does it all. So most women who are on the social media end of poker or in the circuit at all pretty much know who Ruth is. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our 2019 WPA Player of the Year, Ruth Hall.
Oh. Thank you. Someone
You're
just
welcome.
actually walked into my house and walked upstairs, so
somebody's there.
Come on
Somebody's
over.
there.
Can you come
It's
into
a
the
surprise.
picture? Should we skip back a little? No, you got to come forward if you want to get in the picture. There we go.
Okay,
Lean in.
so, well, Ruth, it is my honor today to present you with this beautiful ring from the Women's Poker Association. It is a symbol and a token of our appreciation for you and the dedication you have for women's poker. Before I give you this ring, we would love a few words of advice you have to new players and things that women can do to find success in poker. What are some of the strategies, not giving too much information away, but what can women do to be successful in this world that we live in with poker?
I think everyone should try to find at least one new poker friend to bring to the game that we love, whether it be for information or just to go enjoy the game or to work together to elevate your game. I think if you have a friend to go do that and enjoy what we love, you're going to succeed. And I've been fortunate to have that with poker.
Even myself, I have really enjoyed playing poker with you, and I'm honored to be here today. Here is your 2019 Player of the Year ring.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you. Can y'all
Show
see
them
that?
the bling. Show them the bling, Ruth. Woo! It's pretty impressive. Very,
Yeah.
very impressive.
I just wanted to quickly thank Lupe Soto and the Women's Poker Association. I am honored and I was shocked to end up in the company of Melissa Singh and Christy Garcia. They're both poker professionals who play for a living. And I want to thank my hubby, of course, Keith, for supporting my poker hobby, and my daughters for being my biggest cheerleaders, and Linda Johnson for being my poker hero and friend, Lips and Poker Chicks for being a great sisterhood. So thank you. I really do appreciate it.
That's fantastic. So I just wanted to let people know that in the Tournament of Champions that was played last night, those gals played, the top 10 played, and they had $500 for first place, $300 for second place, and $200 for third place. And our winner was Deborah Feinberg in first place. Ruth Hall came in second place, and Melissa Singh came into third place. Congratulations on that, ladies.
Congrats, Deborah.
Okay. Well, we want to again congratulate all of our award recipients this evening. The WPA is excited about the future of women and women in poker and what's to come next. Our dedication, your dedication, and support to this game that we all love is so much what we do and why we do it.
Lupe, I'd like to interrupt you if I could.
I'm sorry?
I said I'd like to interrupt you if I could.
Oh.
And the reason is because Terry Hatcher has joined us. And so, first of all, I think we need to congratulate the new grandma, and
yes,
and to congratulate her on her award.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I'm a grandma.
Yeah, first time, right?
I waited 32 years. Yes, first time.
Congratulations
Yay.
on both.
I just tuned in. I wanted to say congratulations to Ruth and to everyone. I'm missing you all, but it's awesome that I got in at the tail end of this. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Terry.
Thanks,
Glad
Bonnie.
you are able to join us.
Thank you.
So we have several announcements that are pertaining to the remainder of 2020 and 2021 that we would love to share with our WPA members. In the coming days, please make sure that you check our website and all of our social media accounts for all the latest and the greatest info. We're extremely optimistic that we will see you all in the poker rooms and at the tables again very soon. We do understand that there's a lot of poker rooms that are just barely beginning to open up. Please support them when you feel comfortable, and we can't wait until tournaments start back up again and we can all be together. But in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. We genuinely appreciate you and every one of you for joining us tonight. And please all have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love
Great job,
you,
everybody.
Lupe.
Love everybody.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Love you guys.
Congrats.